animosity, Pastor Chris Hodges of Birmingham, Alabama, logged onto his Instagram account one day and clicked like on a small number of posts from a conservative author and speaker. Can you imagine something so innocuous causing trouble? Well, it did. A high school English teacher living in Birmingham saw what Pastor Hodges had done and felt uncomfortable. She created a Facebook post to address that discomfort, including an image of Hodges' name next to the notorious likes. She later ironically told reporters, "I would be upset if it comes off as me judging him. I'm not saying he's a racist. I'm saying he likes someone who posts things that do not seem culturally sensitive to me." In less than 2 weeks, the Birmingham Housing Authority voted to cut ties with Pastor Hodges and the Church of the Highlands, no longer allowing the church to rent space for one of its campuses. The Housing Authority also cut ties with Christ Health Center, a separate ministry founded by the Church of the Highlands to provide free health services for residents of public housing. Now stop and think about that. A local government shuts down a free clinic for the poor in the middle of a public health crisis. In their words, Pastor Hodges' views do not reflect those of the health board and its residents. That was at the end. The Birmingham Board of Education also voted to cut ties with the Church of the Highlands after the so-called scandal. For several years, the church had rented 2 high school auditoriums to serve as additional campuses on Sunday mornings, paying more than $800,000 for that privilege. No more. The leases were terminated immediately. Ed Stetzer, who often writes for the Southern Baptist Convention, was quick to point out the sad irony of these decisions. Given all the ways Hodges and his church have contributed to the Birmingham community and beyond, he wrote, "Chris Hodges has led his church to be the largest diverse church in Alabama, to engage the poor and the marginalized, to minister widely and well in his community. He and the church he leads has served the poor, engaged the sick, volunteered in the schools, and more. During the pandemic, Church of the Highlands has served thousands of meals, made masks, hosted blood drives, helped other churches with online services. He also liked some social media posts." Get the pitchforks? The long and short of it was that Pastor Hodges had been canceled because he liked a few posts from a popular conservative pundit. Now, let me not